Good morning, everybody. Bro Ed the Red here, coming to you once again from Louisville, Kentucky. Been having issues with my phone. Had to reset a little late today. I put a comment up on the discussion board. Didn't look like it was getting any attention, so I figured I need to. Now I got my phone set up and everything. And gotta get another phone. At any rate, I'm back. I wanted to let everybody know that the short video I did on my way to work yesterday with reference to the immigrant boy who was begging for someone to pay his bus fare or give him some money to ride the bus, what have you. I don't know for sure he was from the Congo, but I do know he was an immigrant because American children don't put their hands together when they're begging from someone as though they're praying. They just don't do that. That's something that people from other countries do. At any rate, my main concern is with him, as it was yesterday, it is now. But I am also concerned about, the city that I live in becoming like New York. I mean, New York has at least as many, if not more, children begging on the streets as it does adults. And we've here in Louisville have not really seen a whole lot of begging children, but we see a lot of begging adults, way more than we need. It's gotten way out of control. I had to run somebody off yesterday from the store where I work who does a lot of that. But I was fine with the begging until he started, and I saw him doing it. I didn't know he was doing it until it was brought to my attention by a customer, but he was pleasuring himself right in front of our door. We have kids coming in our store all throughout the day and into the night. I cannot have that. I had to get in his face yesterday and run him off and threaten, and I'm going to do it. It wasn't just a threat, I'm doing it. Every time I see him anywhere near the store, I'm going to tell every father that comes in when he's there what he was doing. And I told him yesterday, if you don't, you'll be lucky to just get the holy hell beat out of you if you don't get killed by somebody. I can't have that. I'm sorry. I don't want him to get hurt. I certainly don't want him to get killed, but I cannot have that. And that was getting a little bit off topic, but that's just one of the many problems that we have with adults. And that's both we don't really see, I don't see anyway, as far as adult immigrants, I don't see them begging. It's all adult Americans. And for various different reasons. Some of them have mental disorders, of course. Some of them are drug addicts. We get a lot of them coming into the store stealing from us. Alcoholism is another reason. You got people who are just lazy and don't want to work. You got people who fall into all of those categories above. But I just don't want to see, after the adults already having gotten out of control, and I'm talking about American adults, I don't want to see a bunch of not only immigrant children begging uncontrollably, but I don't want to see that spill over into American children doing that, and we can't do anything about it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, the only way that we are going to really make this country great is if we take the states out of the hands of the federal government. That's just the only way. Each state must at some point become its own free, sovereign, and autonomous country in itself. I don't know how we're going to do that, but that's the only way to not necessarily prevent. The New World Order is coming, and it's going to eventually take over everywhere. But that's the only way that I see at this point to hold it off for as long as possible. Because the way I'm seeing things going at this point, sometime between 2020 and 2030, they are going to have taken over and be in complete control. It may even be sometime between 2020 and 2024. I don't know, but it's not going to be that long. I can see it. And I want to say also that, although I am going to tell the truth according to the Word of God, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to try not to sound like I'm picking on any one particular political party. So I'm not going to use the words such as Democrat and Republican anymore. I'm just going to use political terms like politics, politicians, what have you. But, anybody, I'm just going to put this out there because it's the truth. Anybody who thinks that any politician anywhere, when the social structure has come collapsing down all around us, that any politician is going to be there to save you, or any political party is going to be there to give you any kind of assistance, you're wrong. It's not going to happen. You are going to be on your own with God. If you don't have anybody in your community that knows what's going on, and you have developed some sort of a safety net when that happens, God is going to be your only refuge. Of course, you're in excellent hands, and if that's the case. But I'm just saying, these politicians, they ain't going to be there for you. No political party is going to be there for you. They not going to do anything for you whatsoever. They're going to be too busy doing for themselves. So, you do with that what you feel like you need to do. That's all I'm going to say. Put your trust and your faith in God. Don't be putting your trust and your faith in politicians, because all they do is lie and deceive. That's it. They lie to get into office, or they might actually tell the truth the first time around, do some really good things the first time they get in order to gain your trust, and then the next time they get in, that's when you see their real agenda. Is that currently happening? You make the decision yourself. Are we going to see something within the next year, maybe two, that we haven't seen yet, that's not going to be particularly good? You decide for yourself. Only time will tell. In the meantime, prep. You might wind up having to bug in instead of bug out. You never know. I hope that's not the case, but some people it might be. Till then, well, until tomorrow, anyway. Maybe this afternoon, who knows. Prep. Non-perishable food, water, body and oral hygiene supplies, first aid, protection. Gotta have a way to defend your stuff and yourself, your family. At any rate, I love you guys. I hope everybody stays with me. It just bugs me to see people unsubscribing. I know it's going to happen. It's going to go up and down, but it bugs me. I wish people would just stay with me and stick it out like they do with Murph, At any rate, till next time, love y'all. Peace out.